I was super busy all the time, but I was making no money and it was just extremely exhausting. Like I just felt like I was burning a candle at both ends. After peak, I was making around like 10,000 a month for private training. So yeah, I honestly don't know if I would still be running my business if I hadn't joined it, because I was getting so just burnt out on things and like not enjoying working with dogs as much, just because it was just getting so tiring. I was a little wary because I didn't know if I could really afford it since I wasn't making that much. So I kind of went for it, just like, you know what, I can imagine that I would make this investment back. And by the end of the week after signing up, I made my investment back. So that program is really great because you can really just like jump right in and like get started and implement things that will make a huge difference very quickly. You're going to make more per client. You're going to make more money every month. You're going to be able to grow and expand your business in the direction you want to go. It's going to feel like it's possible for you. You're going to have other people in the group you can talk with and like brainstorm and get feedback. You can really just learn how to like structure your life the way you want, which I think is like incredible. And I'm super thankful to Molly and Jason. So thank you guys so much.
I had worked with another business coach, and at that point my goal was to scale, but instead of scaling, my business started to tank. I was not getting any leads. Really, the hardest part was not making any money, and in fact, some months I was actually losing money. And of course, when you do what Molly says, like, it works out, right? I am finally getting the leads that I need. I love my website. I love my programs. I'm so happy to teach them. They are perfect for who I am. I'm pretty introverted, so I want to see less people in a month, and I can do that. I'm not having months that I make $0. I'm not so stressed all the time. And in fact, this year has been a record-breaking year. I went from making no money, losing money some months, to literally I had a $27,000 month, you guys, and it's just me.
Joined Peak about a year ago. Since joining Peak, one of the big things was know your worth. My customer base before was really needy and needed a lot of attention, expected a whole lot for not a whole lot of money. I was kind of burning out, not charging enough, but through Peak it taught me how to get better customers, explain things better, and sell things. When you write it correctly, explain it correctly, sell it correctly, and you'll get the same amount of business if that's what you want, or you can work less and make the same amount of money. Definitely worth it.
When I started my business in May 2022, I was a new dog trainer. I'd never owned a business before. I had no idea what I was doing. I found Molly, average month was 2,500. Then I started Peak, and since then I am now making 10,000 a month, and that will increase next year. I only take 9 clients at a time. I work an average of 12 hours a week. I service the area I want to service. I only take on people I really want to work with. I only work with dogs I really want to help, and the problems I really am good at solving. I do artwork. I can spend time with my family, and I can train my own dogs while making 10K and only being in business for 1.5 years. So if you're hesitant to do Peak, do not be. I wish every single pet business owner could get help from them, because I think everyone would just start their businesses so much more than they even do now.
I've been a dog trainer since I was 16, so almost 30 years. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. I just wasn't able to imagine anything else. And if you're like me, like, failure is not an option. Like, and I don't have a corporate job to go back to. We've always done really well in our business, except for the last couple of years has been really tough. We've dropped in revenue 50%, and it became stressful, burnout. So I got to make this work, right? And I don't want to fail myself. I don't want to fail my family. So I joined Peak at the beginning of August. Peak is like super step-by-step, like no guesswork. I loved it. It was so simple. This is where we're going to start. This is why we're going to start here. And this is exactly what you're going to do at this. And that's what I needed. I just needed my hand held and to just do, I'm not unfamiliar with business. I'm not unfamiliar with dog training, but we had just gotten ourselves to a point where we were just so mixed up, and I just was tired of guessing. Going through the Peak program just really gave me a sense of hope, a sense of optimism. My wife and I thoroughly enjoyed the process. Between mid-August and the end of August, we sold $27,000 worth of training to about 9 clients. Fast forward to September, October, November, we're averaging about $17,000 a month in revenue. And I just can't say enough about the Peak program. And what it's done for us, it has alleviated so much stress. It has removed so much guesswork. It has given us our time back. It has given me my creativity back. It's given me enjoyment with my clients again. I have, had skepticism about other programs. I've taken a ton of courses myself in the past. Nothing has been as transformative and life-changing as the Peak program. That's my story.